Very good morning to each and every one of you. I mean, today is a very, very special day. I would say, everybody would be eagerly waiting for India-Australia finals. And along with that, I thought, I'll also bring a very nice speaker, Mr. Sendil Raj. We'll give another 2, 3 minutes for people to join. During that time, maybe I'll give some introduction about myself. The topic is all about relationship mastery, emotions mastery, and life mastery. Now, I personally have gone through all kind of challenges, and maybe in the last, let's say, 3 to 4 decades, you can say, except for the first 10 years. So first 10 years, I didn't know that much of knowledge. So I don't know about all these things. So I don't know anything about it. But the moment I got into, let's say, adolescent stage, right? There are certain times few groups have accepted me within schools and colleges. There are few groups which has not accepted me during my schools and college days, actually. So that was a kind of, you can call it as a relationship kind of challenges I had at that point in time. Then I went into my career, spanning about 25 years in IT industry. Even in the 25 years of IT industry, along with my bosses, there are some times where I had challenges. So emotions, now I'm talking about emotional mastery. So sometimes I've shouted, I couldn't control myself. I've cried. So there are so many things that has happened during that. And every now and then I got into serious trouble with, I do calculated decision making. Even upon taking some calculated decision making, what will happen is something new will come and, you need to master your life. So in one such occasions, like whenever I go feel something low, what I do is I supplement it with a training program. I supplement it with a training program. So the first challenge I would say, happened was in a major challenge I would say happened was in 2009. So I worked in a company called Satyam Computers, and that company went bust, literally, because of accounting frauds. Okay. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. Something happened, double accounting and whatever. Good people, good set of people, good organization. But unfortunately, double accounting happened, and the company share came to 6 rupees per share on one fine morning. So many people got impacted. And that point in time, I was feeling low, and I attended a program of Mathria. That time it's called TT Rangarajan, a holistic development program. So that was kind of a booster for me. Then same thing happened around 2016-17. Something happened in with another organization. So this happened. Then there were some challenges. And around 2019, I would say, I started focusing on project management, complete project management. In one of the sessions, Sendil Raj came in touch with me in 2019, maybe in the month of January or February. I think it was Jan Feb. It was right along goal setting period. So that's the time I came. After joining only, I came to know that Sendil has also undergone the program with TT Rangarajan and Mathria. So there was initially after the first meeting, there was a little bit more bond. Because the reason is that is I speak the same language, he also speaks the same language. We both talk like a little each other. So we started moving together in the last now 4 to 5 years. So what I thought is I will introduce Sendil Raj to all my client base. So that's where all of you are here. This is going to be recorded. This will also be cut short into shorter videos and put onto YouTube as well. We are not going to discuss any of your names because this is in a webinar mode. Nobody will know who is joining, who is asking the question. So it will be completely masked. Everything will be masked. So in that background, I thought you should listen to Sendil, who has spent lakhs, if not crores. I don't know. I mean, we'll check with him. I think he has
Of
spent a lot
course.
of crores of money, tons of money, and time, money, and energy. It's not only money, time and energy. That's what he has invested, and he's very passionate about it. I don't know how many people joined little early. I said, I invited Sendil for this. First time, immediately he prepared one deck for me and then saying that some 10 slides. And then he said, hey, this is what I'm going to talk about. So those people who joined even 5 minutes earlier got the benefit of few nuggets, few life nuggets you would have got. So I think now the time is 11:31. So without spending any more time, let me go into the topic. Let me introduce Sendil to each one of you. So our guest today is Sendil Raj. He is a banker. He worked in ICICI Bank. And then he's an author and a personal empowerment coach. for a very long time, I wanted to write a book. And he has written a very, very good book called Compulsive Living to Conscious Living. Maybe we'll ask one or two questions on the topic. What is compulsive living and conscious living? It's one of the best sellers in all the three categories of mind, body, and soul. And spiritual growth, self-help, business mentoring, and coaching is doing it. And he's India's first DeMartini Method facilitator and DeMartini values facilitator. So let me ask, what are those things as we move forward? Okay. And Sendil, would you like to add anything here, before we go into the Q&A?
Thank you so much, Senthil again. So it was pleasure meeting you in Alwarpet, right? Somewhere.
Correct. Yes.
19 Feb Jan. So it was great, the long period we have spent together. Thank you so much for inviting me. So yes, my starting point also was Mahatriya in my life's transformation from banker to this new journey of helping people move from compulsive living to conscious living. And then I went on with Dr. John DeMartini, who started giving me with tools to help people find their life purpose and dissolve the charges. So went on to become the licensed facilitator, and that's what I keep doing for the last 5-6 years.
Anything else you would like to add, Sendil, here before we get into the first Q&A mode? Any other specific points? Anybody can listen to this or anything that...
Okay. So from the topics perspective, relationship mastery, emotional mastery, and life mastery. To a large extent, most of the relationship conflicts happens when one person expects the other person to live in their values. What is that? I'll explain as we go in. Or let's take husband-wife. Husband expects wife to live in his values. Or he changes to live in wife's values. Or similarly, wife tries to expect husband to live in her values or changes to live in husband's value. This is the basis for all the problems.
Correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I understand you want to extend some gifts to all the participants who stay till the end.
Yes. So participants who stay till the end, I'll give them some blogs, which will be kind of a nice recap of what we are discussing. It will be a little more elaborative on what is, DeMartini Method and human values and how to live a more meaningful, inspired, and fulfilling life.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sendil. So without any further let's get into the Q&A.